Let's go Lions! There's been some buzz recently that has been troubling players, and we'll cover that and more. But before we dive into today's big story, be sure to hit that like button if you've been a fan for over 30 years. You won't want to miss any of the latest updates on the Detroit Lions as they prepare for a big Week 15 matchup against the Buffalo Bills. Alright, let's get to it. There's a troubling issue affecting several NFL players recently, and Detroit Lions wide receiver Jameson Williams has spoken out about it. High-profile athletes have been targeted in robberies while on the road, with the latest being Cincinnati Bengals quarterback Joe Burrow. Burrow's home was burglarized while the team was playing in Dallas, adding him to a growing list of NFL stars, including Kansas City Chiefs Patrick Mahomes and Travis Kelce, who have been victims of these crimes. For Lions fans, this is concerning, but Williams assured that the team has been briefed on the situation. He shared that the Lions have received a warning to stay safe, especially during this time of year. Just be safe. It's that time of year, Williams said, highlighting how the team is making efforts to ensure the safety of its players as they balance their careers with the dangers of being public figures. He stressed the importance of staying vigilant, stating, "Some people just have no respect, so you just have to be aware of your surroundings and be safe at all times." This is a stark reminder that while we focus on the games, players also face serious challenges off the field. The FBI is investigating whether these robberies are part of a targeted attack on athletes. The NFL sent out a memo to teams urging players to be cautious, especially on game days, as these robberies often happen when players are away from home. Burrow shared his frustration over the invasion of privacy, saying, "I feel like my privacy has been violated. I understand that it's the life we choose, but it doesn't make it any easier to deal with." This sentiment resonates with many, even if we can't fully understand the pressures and scrutiny faced by NFL stars. Shifting gears, let's talk about Jameson Williams and his growth this season. Williams' relationship with special teams coordinator Dave Phipp has been a standout story. Phipp has praised Williams for his dedication and growth as a player. J-Mo gave himself up for the good of the team by playing special teams when he probably didn't have to, Phipp said, highlighting Williams' competitiveness and love for the game. Phipp also praised Williams for his attitude in practice, noting his speed and willingness to contribute in any way, even if it means playing on special teams. "I love the way he plays the game," Phipp added. "He's shown that by how fast he practices and how fast he plays in a game." Williams is earning respect from his teammates and coaches alike, but he's also reflecting on his time at Alabama. When asked about the Crimson Tide's exclusion from the college football playoff, Williams didn't hold back. He strongly believes Alabama deserved a spot, especially after their win over number 2 Georgia. "We're supposed to be in the playoffs. We beat the teams that are in the playoffs," Williams said. "We'll be back next year. We're not tripping too much." Williams is also following the talent coming out of Michigan, particularly 5-star quarterback Bryce Underwood, who is set to join the Wolverines. Williams has attended one of Underwood's high school games and is excited about what he can bring to Michigan's offense. "I think he's a real good kid," Williams said. "He's a great addition to the offense, and I feel like he can take them far." As we look ahead, the Lions' injury report is looking promising. DJ Reader has returned after an injury scare, and several key players, including Alan McNeil, Taylor Decker, Levi Onwuzurike, and Josh Paschal, have been practicing this week. However, linebacker Trevor Nowask is dealing with a concussion and didn't participate in practice on Thursday. Overall, things are looking up for the Lions as they prepare for Sunday's game against the Buffalo Bills, which many are calling a potential Super Bowl preview. With so much on the line, offensive coordinator Ben Johnson has been hard at work studying the Bills' defense, which struggled against the Rams, particularly on third downs. The Lions will look to capitalize on that weakness, as they have one of the best third down conversion rates in the league. But we can't forget about the challenge that Bills quarterback Josh Allen presents. Defensive coordinator Aaron Glenn has emphasized the need to get Allen off the field in critical moments. Allen has the ability to change the game, especially on third downs and in the red zone. It will be crucial for the Lions defense to perform at its best to slow him down. Before we wrap up, Lions fans, I want to hear from you. What are your thoughts on the recent trend of robberies targeting NFL players? Do you agree with Jameson Williams' caution? And how do you feel about his relationship with his coaches and teammates? Do you think the Lions can overcome the challenge the Bills present this week? Now, Jared Goff has been playing at an MVP level, and there's a reason for that. It's not just about his talent, but also the incredible chemistry he has with offensive coordinator Ben Johnson. This duo has worked together to create an offensive juggernaut, and it's paying off in a big way. Every week, Ben Johnson and Goff meet, usually at night, to go over tape and work on new strategies for the upcoming game. Their process is straightforward but incredibly effective. They focus on what works best for Goff and how they can capitalize on his strengths. Goff isn't just a guy executing the plays, he's an active participant in creating them. As Johnson puts it, They carve out time every single week to go over what they think will work. Goff will often pitch new ideas or adjustments based on what he's comfortable with, and then Johnson figures out how to incorporate those into the game plan. This gives Goff the liberty to play to his strengths, which has been a key factor in his success. It wasn't always this seamless, though. When Goff first arrived in Detroit, things were a bit rocky, but over time, with the help of Johnson, Goff has found his rhythm. Johnson shared that they had to really take the time to understand each other. They needed to figure out what Goff was most comfortable with, especially in terms of protections and offensive concepts. The breakthrough came when they spent more time together, fine-tuning their understanding of each other's style. Now, they've hit their stride, and it shows. But here's where it gets interesting. Goff isn't just executing plays on the field. He's also showing an incredible amount of football IQ. Johnson has praised his ability to quickly recognize when a play isn't working and to get rid of the ball to avoid making a bad situation worse. He's not trying to force plays that aren't there. Instead, he lives to fight another down, and that ability to avoid making mistakes has been crucial in his development. What's even more impressive is Goff's attitude toward being mentioned in the MVP conversation. Despite his outstanding performance, Goff remains humble. When asked about the MVP talks, he didn't make it about himself. Instead, he acknowledged that it's a team effort. Goff knows that when your team is doing well, the individual accolades come naturally. But for him, it's all about winning the big one, the championship. That's where his focus is, and that's what truly drives him. But the Lions don't just rely on their offense. This week, the defense faces a tough challenge with Bills quarterback Josh Allen. Allen, who's in the MVP conversation himself, is a dual threat. He can sling the ball with power and precision, and he's dangerous when he's on the move. In their previous matchup, Allen led the Bills to a last-second victory. This time, defensive coordinator Aaron Glenn is laser-focused on preventing Allen from making game-changing plays, especially in crucial moments like third downs, the red zone, and 2-minute drills. The defense knows it has to be on top of its game to slow him down. On the special teams side, there's another aspect of the game that deserves attention: game-winning kicks. The Lions have won 3 games this season with last-minute field goals, and while it might seem like it's all about the kicker, special teams coordinator Dave Phipp knows there's much more to it than that. The process is a well-oiled machine that requires precise coordination between the long snapper, holder, kicker, and the entire protection unit. Every inch matters, and the Lions have done an excellent job of executing under pressure. Phipp reminded the team that the difference between success and failure in these moments comes down to attention to detail. It's a testament to how well the team has gelled this season, and it's been crucial to their success. So, Lions fans, what do you think? Jared Goff's MVP-level play, the defense's preparation to stop Josh Allen, and the focus on special teams all point to a bright future for this team. But we want to hear from you. Do you think Goff should be the front-runner for MVP? How do you feel about the defense's chances against Allen? Leave your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to like the video and subscribe for the latest news. Go Lions!